So I'm getting into Aussie V8 Supercars. I've watched a few videos on it and I'm loving everything I'm seeing so far. I love how intense the racing is. I really love how they've equalized it so that teams can't just spend whatever they want to develop the best car. It feels like there's a lot of parity. Like parity is really emphasized, meaning that it's the skill of the driver that matters the most rather than who's got the best car, which is basically what Formula One is right now. So I thought I need to know who are the teams, involved in the racing, who are the drivers, just so that I can start building my sort of team that I'm going to follow, like I can choose.
As the 2026 Supercars season is just around the corner, today on Race Nights we'll be listing the drivers and team combinations for the 2026 Supercars season.
Love the cars, man. I just love how they look. The livery looks amazing.
Now, we'll be running through this list in order of last year's team's championship, with the lowest car number within the team first. So please don't take the order of this list as any indication of favouritism or bias. As we will be just focusing on the drivers and teams today, if you'd like a more in-depth preview of the upcoming season, our full 2026 season preview is scheduled to be released this Friday. So now let's get into the video. Triple Eight Racing. For Triple Eight Racing, 2026 is set to be a challenge for this front-running team. Despite winning the team's championship last year, they would lose the drivers' championship at the final race at Adelaide.
They lost at the last race. Gutted.
2026 also marks the return of Ford to the Brisbane-based squad, with T8 taking over from DJR as Ford's official homologation team. Car 87, Will Brown. After running the number 1 in 2025, Will Brown returns to the 87 after a tough 2025 season. The 2024 champ will be looking to bounce back to his winning ways, with his biggest hang-up of 25 being his poor qualifying performance. Something he often counters with his strong race pace. Please note, at the time of this recording, we believe that Will Brown will run the 87, but that has not been confirmed by the team.
Does he run the 87 now?
Car 88, Brock Feeney. Last season, Brock Feeney suffered a crushing defeat in the Drivers' Championship after one of the most dominant seasons ever seen in Supercars. With 14 wins and 19 poles, he shattered the record for most pole positions within a single season. With Brock known for his furious determination, the 88 will be a dangerous beast this season in his hunt to win the championship. Car 11.
How did he not win? If he broke so many records, like he had that many first place finishes, like because how else would somebody get enough points? Because he won the most races.
Jackson Walls. A new addition to Triple Eight Racing's fold is the SCT Motorsports entry. For 2026, SCT Motorsports has moved their rec from BJR to T8, chasing higher results. Now to be clear, this is a rec owned by SCT, but operated on their behalf by Triple Eight Racing. For simplicity, for the rest of this season, I will refer to this car as a Triple Eight car, unless the SCT element needs to be discussed.
Dude, I love these cars, man. The big wing at the back, how muscular it looks. Beautiful cars.
Jumping into this car for SCT's first time out in a Mustang is rookie Jackson Walls. Jackson drove for Triple Eight Racing last year in the Super 2 Series, taking a win at Queensland Raceway and finishing 12th in the championship overall. Unlike other rookies, Jackson hasn't done a stint as a co-driver or in a wild card, meaning his first time in a supercar in anger will be at round 1 in Sydney. Please note at the time of recording, we believe that Jackson will run the 11, but that has not been confirmed by the team. Grove Racing. Grove Racing is moving forward in its pursuit to become one of the biggest players on the grid, but they have also made some small leadership changes as they roll into 2026, with the team now looking for a new team principal. This comes as David Couchy steps away from the team, with Alex McVean moving to become head of performance, and ex-Formula 1 engineer Ricardo Court comes in as the new engineer for Car 26. Car 19, Matt Payne.
I wonder, is there a lot of crossover between other motorsports and Aussie V8 supercars? Like drivers coming, mechanics, like evidently they're coming.
Despite only being in the category for 3 full seasons, Matt has made himself a name as one of the sport's biggest rising stars, taking 5 victories over the last season, including the Bathurst 1000. Matt also had a real shot at the title fight. That wasn't until he tangled with Cam Waters at Sandown, costing him a spot in the Final 4. Car 26, Kai Allen. While Matt Payne didn't make the Final 4, his teammate Kai Allen did. While Kai would have a slow start to the year, as you would expect from any rookie, he would find confidence throughout the season before locking himself into the Final 4. This outright speed is something we can expect Kai to build on throughout 26. I'm expecting big things in 26 from Car 26. Walkinshaw, TWG Racing.
Who's winning so far? I'm going to check in a minute, but like, who's winning the Aussie V8 Supercars, or who's leading at the moment?
Big changes down in Clayton with a new brand and a new team name. Moving on from Ford, Walkinshaw is now the new official homologation team for the new Toyota Supra.
Oh my god, that car is gorgeous. This might be one of the best looking cars I've seen for a while. So this is the new Supra. My God, it looks a bit like a Bugatti.
A huge step for Supercars, as this will be the first time there will be more than 2 brands competing in it since 2019. Another big change is the team's name, no longer known as Walkinshaw Andretti United, but now known as Walkinshaw TWG Racing. This comes as Zach Brown has sold his stake in the team. Car 1, Chaz Mostert. The biggest winner from last year's new final format was of course Chaz Mostert. Rolling in the Sydney as the reigning champion means that Chaz Mostert can now run the number 1, a result he will be eager to replicate in 2026. Car 2, Ryan Wood. With Chaz in the second factory-backed Toyota is rising star Ryan Wood. Ryan Wood really made a name for himself over the 2025 season, but the only thing holding him back from higher results was several mechanical failures. These failures cost him opportunities to win at Perth, Gold Coast, Sandown, and took him out of the mix in the final stages of the Bathurst 1000. It also cost him a shot at making the top 7. Tickford race.
Why? Why so many mechanical failures? Like bad, mechanics, just unlucky. I mean, to have that many seems a bit suspicious, doesn't it?
Tickford comes in 2025 looking for consistency. The team is often a good enough contender for top 5s with the odd race win, but their inconsistency from race to race has plagued them for the last few seasons. Car 6, Cam Waters. At the start of the 2025 season, it was really looking like it could be Cam Waters and Tickford's year, with Cam winning all 3 races at the first round in Sydney. But it was not to be as the season slipped away from his fingers. Cam would make the top 7, but his clash with Matt Payne, on top of a poor result at the first race at Sandown, would end all that. Car 55, Thomas Randall. Remaining in the Castrol Mustang is Thomas Randall. While Thomas had flashes of brilliance, the 29-year-old is yet to claim his maiden victory in Supercars, a pursuit that definitely isn't helped by Tickford's inconsistent pace. It is reported that Tom has a deal with Tickford all the way through the 2027. However, as we've seen in the recent silly season, sometimes contracts in Supercars mean nothing. Really? I fear this may be a make or break year for Thomas Randall.
So contracts in Supercars, are they, regularly just torn up? Like drivers leaving, other people just leaving, like regardless of if they have a contract or not?
Team 18. 2026 will be a big step for Team 18, as it will be their first full-time year as GM's new official homologation team. An acceptable challenge considering the big boots AAA Racing left behind from their time in the role. This also comes with the Superchip Otto Craig Lance wildcard program, meaning the team will be fielding free cars at the Enduros. Car 18, Anton De Pasquale. 2025 was a make-or-break year for Anton after his departure from DJR. How he would land at Team 18 would set the tone for the next part of his career. But we can safely say now that Anton has proven that he still has what it takes to be a power player in Supercars, taking 2 podiums throughout the year and just missing out on the top 7 at Gold Coast.
Who is the best Aussie V8 Supercars driver of all time? Like for F1, it's pretty debatable. Some people say Senna, some people say Schumacher, some people say Hamilton. It's not. There's no definitive answer. Like, is it the same in Supercars, or is there one clear GOAT, like one clear greatest of all time?
20, David Reynolds. For David, 2025 was a tough year, with many rumours surrounding the paddock regarding his future at the team and his future in the sport. But a pick-up in results in the latter half of the year, plus a second-place finish at the Bathurst 1000, gave the team the confidence to opt in for another year with Reynolds. However, he is not under contract for 2027. And with the retirement of some other drivers at the end of 2025, this means David Reynolds is now the oldest driver on the grid at the age of 40. Dick Johnson Racing.
Wow,
as
40.
DJR embarks on their own pursuit to return to the top of the field.
To be honest, 40 is not that old for driving. Driving, you could probably keep going forever, for as long as you keep your reaction time.
There has been some personnel changes, both on and off track, starting with their CEO. David Noble is stepping away from the team, and in his place is Megan Foster. Keeping with the outsider theme like Noble, Megan Foster also has a background not rooted in motorsports, rather rooted in business. In other parts, Mark Finney steps into the role of team principal, Tom Moore moves into the role of team manager, and former Powertrain's engine department manager, Ryan Medu, steps into the role as workshop manager. And finally, Ed Williams will be engineering Car 38. Car 17, Brody Kostecki. It's a new number for Brody Kostecki in 2026, as he will now run the famous number 17. The 2023 champion and the 2024 Bathurst 1000 winner seems determined to bring DJR back to its championship racing ways, especially after signing a contract extension that locks him into the Brisbane-based squad until at least 2030. Car 38, Ryland Gray.
Who, because football-wise, I support Arsenal. I'm looking for a team who haven't won. They're like a sleeping giant team. A team that hasn't won the big championship for a decent amount of time, let's say 20 or something years. Always in and around it, but then hasn't got there. Like, who is that team, and who's that driver?
Among all the personnel changes, one of them is a new driver, 2025 Super 2 champion, Ryland Gray. Ryland will be joining DJR for his first full-time season in Supercars. Formerly from the Tickford camp, Ryland raced for them in his Super 2 campaign. He also made his main game debut with Tickford in a solo wildcard at Darwin and driving with Lockie Dalton at the Ben 500 and Bathurst 1000. Brad Jones Racing. BJR will look quite different in 2026, starting with their cars. Like Walkinshaw, BJR will race the new Toyota Supra for 2026. They'll also be shrinking in size as they go from 4 cars to 3. This comes after SCT's move to Triple Eight Racing. And finally, a new face will be in the number 14 after they dropped long-time driver Bryce Ford. Car 8, Andre Heingardner. Last season, Andre continued to build on the better good results that he started in 2024, consistently finishing within the top 10 and taking a podium on the Gold Coast. And just missing out on the cutoff for the top 10. Heimgartner has now truly established himself as the team leader. Car 14, Cameron Hill. A new face at BJR is Cameron Hill. While Hill has only been on the grid for a few years, he has quickly adapted to the demands of supercars, taking his first podium and victory last season at the Australian Grand Prix for Matt Stone Racing. Car 90.
Where do supercar drivers usually come from? Are they all like Australian, or do they come from everywhere? F1, for example, they come from absolutely everywhere. Like, is it the same for Aussie cars? And how do they develop? Is there like a second level of Aussie supercars? Like how there's F2, F3, like all that kind of stuff?
6, Macaulay Jones. And in the last BJR car is long-time driver Macaulay Jones. Being in BJR's B team, Car 96 has often ran towards the back of the grid for the last few years, but not without flashes of pace. Macaulay did score 2 top 10s last season, and a few top 10 shootout showings, including qualifying 8th in Darwin. Matt Stone Racing. Matt Stone Racing is moving into 2026 with a completely new lineup, but still some returning old faces. Car 4, Jack LeBrock. Stepping into Car 4 after a rocky stint at Erebus is Jack LeBrock. LeBrock was previously at the team throughout the 22 and 23 season before moving to Erebus for 24 and 25. Last season was a tough one for Jack, with his best result of 4th at Darwin. Car 10, Zach Bates. Moving into Matt Stone Racing with LeBrock is 2024 Super 2 champion, Zach Bates.
Super 2, I'm guessing that's Supercars 2. That's the secondary level of Supercars.
Bates has been plugging away in Super 2 for the last 3 seasons, finishing 5th in 2023 before taking the title in 2024. 2025 was a hard slug for him after changing teams and copying a couple of DNFs. However, being chosen for the Super Cheap Auto wildcard program gave Zach the opportunity to show what he can do in competitive machinery. Erebus Motorsport. Still rebuilding after winning both titles in 2023, Erebus has reshuffled their leadership team. Dean Orr is now the team manager, Carly Hemmersley has been moved into the role of the Chief Operating Officer, and John Brooker is now the Chief Financial Officer. Daniel Frencham joins the team as the new engineer for the number 9 car, allowing CEO Barry Ryan and data engineer Aidan Graham to return to their respective roles. Car 9, Job Stewart. Climbing into the number 9 car vacated by Jack LeBrock is rookie Job Stewart. Job is an Erebus Academy driver, competing for them in the Super 2 program, finishing the 2025 championship in 8th, with only 1 win to his name across the 2 years in Super 2. With Jack LeBrock stepping
only 1 win in 2 years.
away, Erebus was in need of a new driver, and the fight seemed to be between Job and fellow Erebus junior driver Jared Hughes. However, it would be co-driving Cooper Murray that would seal the deal for Job. A strong showing at the Ben 500 and a real fight for the victory at the Bathurst 1000 would give Barry Ryan the confidence to put the 21-year-old in the seat, continuing Erebus' legacy of moulding the next generation of drivers. Nice. Car 99, Cooper Murray. With Job is Cooper Murray. Murray impressed in his rookie season, showing that he has no fear for established drivers, such as when he clashed with Brock Feeney in Sydney. With that, Cooper was also regularly scoring within the top 10 to 15 range, with a strong showing at Darwin, Townsville, both Enduros, and having a real opportunity to win the Bathurst 1000 before being turned by James Golding. Premier Racing. It's a big rebuild.
So when they get turned like he was, is the person who did it, are they penalised in any way, or is it just like classed as a racing incident?
At Premier Racing, both on and off track, starting with their new team principal, Roland Dane. Dane is the former founder and owner of Triple Eight Racing, who sold the team and stepped away from the sport at the end of 2022. Roland has been advising Premier throughout the 2025 season, but now he will step in as their new team principal. Car 31, Jayden Ojeda. Ojeda has been floating around the supercar paddock for a long time, but hasn't found a full-time seat until now. While waiting for an opportunity, Jayden's been floating around as a co-driver, and even ran a wildcard program for 2 rounds of Walkinshaw and Andretti back in 2022. Notably, Ojeda had a real shot at winning the Bathurst 1000 last year with Ryan Wood until the car failed. Car 777, Declan Fraser.
Seems like there's a lot of mechanical issues. I mean, to be fair, no, it happens in all sports, all motorsports, to be fair. or anybody that watches Aussie V8 Supercars and other motorsports, be it MotoGP, Formula One, like, are there more incidences of mechanical failures in Aussie V8 Supercars compared to the other motorsports?
This isn't Fraser's first time in Supercars, with the 2022 Super 2 champion competing with Tickford in 2023. Unfortunately, though, he would lose his seat as the team scaled back from 4 to 2 cars. For the last 2 years, Declan has been floating around in co-driver land, sharing our driver Andre Highgarner at the Enduros, while waiting for an opportunity to get back on the grid full-time. Premier likes to give their drivers a choice of their race number, allowing Fraser to run the 777, a number Declan holds close to his heart after winning the Super 2 title with it. Blanchard Race Team. Our final team on the grid is BRT. It's been a tough few years for BRT, with their rock-bottom moment of 2025 coming in New Zealand, when both cars would lock out the back row for all 3 races. A strong link with Walkinshaw's customer program would help them move forward though throughout the season, contributing to James Corney taking the team's first ever podium in Perth. In 2026, the team will be looking to build on that success, now aligning themselves to Triple Eight Racing as their customer team. This means they'll have access to Triple Eight Racing resources such as setups and telemetry. Car free, Aaron Cameron. After the sudden departure of Aaron Love after round 1, Aaron Cameron was quickly called in to fill in, originally just for the Australian Grand Prix round, but that was later extended for the rest of the season. Having a few rookie moments as all rookies do, Aaron found himself giving consistent results, with the highlight of Cameron's season coming in race 33 at Adelaide, where he would put his Mustang on the front row and would beat Brock Feeney to the lead. He would slowly slip down the order before being forced to retire after tagging the wall at turn 3. However, this strong showing would give the team the confidence to re-sign him for 2026. Car 7, James Golding. Joining BRT is James Golding. While Golding has held a home at Premier Racing for the last few seasons, changing wins of the team would see him make the decision to move to BRT. James had a strong 2025 campaign with several top 10 results and a real chance of winning the Bathurst 1000. However, while fighting for Cooper Murray for the lead, Golding turned to Murray, ending with him being awarded a penalty. This means despite crossing the line,
so he did get a penalty. So you do get penalised for turning opponents.
First, he would finish 4th. Well, that concludes our list of the drivers and team lineups for the 2026 Supercar season.
Which one do I go for? I think, and this is fairly for superficial reasons, I'm probably going to end up with one of the teams that's running the Supra. Either I think it's BJR or Wilkinshaw. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's just something about that car. The way it looked, it just looks gorgeous. And don't get me wrong, they all look good. They all look really good. I love this muscle car look. It is a beautiful looking car. But that Supra, oh my God. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that is not one of the best looking cars out there at the minute. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. And if you did, check out this video right here and hit the join button below. See you there.